what kind of technology are we looking at in terms of what are the things what are the wearables that people wear when you're conducting research and experiments?
Yeah, so that's again the cool part. Fortunately, it's a bit of pricey part too, right? So it's hard to have a lab like that, and it's not prevalent around research facilities or universities. But you need to have two pieces. You need to have hardware and software in most of these applications. So on the hardware part, you need to have the actual technology that collects the signal. So if you're talking about collecting information about somebody's gaze, where they're looking, that technology is called eye tracker. And those eye trackers can come from a couple $100s or a few $100s, the cheapest ones, to tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the accuracy and precision that you go after. And what we capture there is where the people are looking by actually collecting their fixation points, their fixation duration. So this is an involuntary movement of your eye where you, for some reason, decided to pay attention at a specific spot for a specific number of milliseconds. And then we also get the saccadic movement between those fixations. That's one device. The next one that you can use is it's mostly a software. You need a camera, high definition camera, to collect a recording of somebody's face. And by recording their face, you're actually collecting information about their muscles on their face. And those muscles, they form emotional channels, and they form then together an expression that can be connected to a certain emotion. So if you raise your eyebrow, or if you change something about your lip, the algorithm goes and actually, with certain level of certainty, tells you whether that's sadness, frustration, or some of the 7 basic emotions. And then, coupled with that, people can fake facial expressions. But what's kind of hard to fake is somebody's sweat secretion when they get anxious or excited for some reason, aroused. And that gets measured through galvanic skin response device. That's usually a device that you put on glands. There are a few places on your body that it's easier to collect. One of the most convenient ones, like you said, was fingers, right? And you put those to collect that. It's not invasive at all, so it's easy to collect. And the fourth one would be if you're interested in brain activity. So there are different devices, but one of the kind of most commonly known is the EEG device that measures brain waves, and then from those brain waves activities and positions on your head where we are picking up this signal, there are some metrics that talk about your level of engagement, your boredom, your cognitive workload, and things like that we can use and apply. There are other devices that I don't have in my lab. fMRI, you could use something like that if you want. You can certainly measure your how your muscles work. You can measure maybe your blood pressure and things like that. Those will be all part of that physiological response technologies, as well as the measurement. And then you have a software that actually combines all these things together and allows you to analyze it. And that's the power of that technology. The two other things that are related to these items that I just mentioned that we can also measure where somebody is looking outside of the lab. So we have these glasses, mobile glasses.
Right.
So it's still eye tracking technology. It works the same way, but what's neat about it is that you don't have to have a subject sit down in front of a computer to watch something. You can put it on them and then start recording scenes where they're looking. If they enter the store or airport or whatever your studies topic is, you can certainly start researching some of that stuff.
Well, thank you so much for giving your time today and coming into the studio to talk about your research findings as of right now and where it's going in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.